Quantum computing is the next big revolution, and the investors who get in early could see life-changing returns. I've been investing in early-stage tech for over a decade, and I've made millions doing it. And I'm telling you, quantum computing might be even bigger than AI. That's why in this video, I'll break down 7 companies that are perfectly positioned for the multi-trillion-dollar quantum revolution. And at the end, I'll reveal one under-the-radar stock that could deliver 100x returns if you catch it before the rest of the world does. But before we get into the list, it's important to truly understand why this opportunity is bigger than anything we've seen in decades. First, quantum computing has the power to solve problems that classical computers can't even come close to cracking.
That we were able to perform on our quantum computers in minutes that would take well over 1 million years to perform on the fastest supercomputers in the world.
It can do so much else too, like simulating molecules for drug discovery. Quantum computers can model chemical reactions at the atomic level, helping companies like Pfizer and Roche discover new drugs faster and cheaper. Optimizing supply chains, from delivery routes to warehouse operations, quantum algorithms can process millions of variables in seconds, saving time, money, and emissions. Breaking encryption, current online security, including crypto, relies on algorithms that quantum computers could eventually break. That's why governments and banks are already preparing for a post-quantum world. Revolutionizing materials and finance, whether it's building better batteries or modeling financial risk, quantum systems could unlock innovations that classical machines simply can't handle. This isn't just theory. The world's smartest people and biggest companies are already placing bets. Google claimed quantum supremacy in 2019 and is investing billions to scale their quantum hardware. IBM has published a roadmap that puts error-corrected quantum systems into enterprise hands within the decade. Amazon and Microsoft are racing to build quantum cloud platforms. Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are exploring quantum for risk modeling and portfolio optimization. The US Department of Energy has committed over $1 billion to quantum R&D hubs. This is like investing in semiconductors before the internet, or GPUs before the AI wave. When quantum hits full scale, the companies enabling it won't just grow, they'll become foundational to the entire tech ecosystem. And the best part? We're still early. The market hasn't priced this in yet, which means if you position correctly now, you could be holding the next Nvidia before the explosion. Timing matters. We've seen this play out over and over again. The biggest winners in tech aren't the ones who buy after the breakout, they're the ones who get in before the market catches on. Just look at what happened in the AI boom. Nvidia exploded from 150 to over 900 in under 2 years. AMD tripled after breaking into AI GPU workloads. Palantir surged more than 300% as it positioned itself as the operating system for AI. These weren't just hype runs, they were early moves into a new paradigm. And the investors who saw it coming made a fortune. Quantum computing could be next. And right now, Wall Street still thinks it's too early, which is exactly why it isn't. Because the biggest opportunities always feel early until they're not. So let's break down 7 stocks that could change not just the world, but your financial future. First, we have the Quantum Arms dealer. If you want to understand the future of quantum computing, don't just look at who's building the machines. Look at who's selling the tools to build them. This company produces ultra-precise instrumentation used to manipulate and stabilize qubits. Think dilution refrigerators, cryogenic cooling systems, and nanotechnology that operates at near absolute zero. Without these tools, quantum computers can't even function. Every major quantum program, IBM, Google, national labs, and research institutions relies on this company's hardware. They're already entrenched in the value chain, and as the industry grows, their tools become the backbone. If quantum computing goes mainstream, this is the company selling the picks and shovels. The company, it's Oxford Instruments. Ticker symbol OXIG. Right now, their stock price is around $2.40, and their market cap is a little over $1 billion, still completely under the radar despite sitting at the center of $1 trillion revolution. So, what's the risk reward? This isn't a moonshot stock, but it's also not dead weight. It offers a rare middle ground. Institutional grade credibility, consistent cash flow from existing industries like semiconductors and physics labs, and a front row seat to quantum adoption. If you're looking for a quiet compounder that could grow with the industry, not just chase it, Oxford Instruments deserves a hard look. Now for stock number 2, the quantum cloud. Quantum computing isn't going to live in your house. It's going to live in the cloud. And this company? They already dominate the cloud infrastructure space. But behind the scenes, they've been quietly building a full-stack quantum platform. We're talking about quantum SDKs for developers, hybrid solvers that combine quantum and classical computing, deep partnerships with national labs, startups, and enterprise R&D teams. And now they've taken a massive leap forward. They recently unveiled Majorana 1, their own quantum chip built using topological qubits. Why does that matter? Because today's quantum computers struggle with qubit stability. They need constant error correction, which makes them incredibly hard to scale. But topological qubits, like the ones powering Majorana 1, are designed to be inherently stable. If they perform as expected, they could slash error rates and fast-track us to commercial-scale quantum computing. That means this company isn't just offering access to quantum, they're racing to lead the hardware frontier too. And because they already own the enterprise software stack, they can make quantum adoption as simple as logging into your Azure dashboard. The company? It's Microsoft. Ticker symbol MSFT. Right now, their stock is trading around $440 per share with a market cap of over $3 trillion. Now, obviously, this isn't a small cap moonshot. You're not going to 10x from here. But what you get instead is institutional level stability with early exposure to quantum at the infrastructure layer. It's the safest way to play a very risky technology. Lower upside, but much lower risk. Now for stock number 3, the hardware pioneer. This company isn't just talking about quantum computing, they're actually building it. Real quantum processors, real superconducting qubits, real test beds for commercial and government clients. They've already set world records for scale and error correction. They're publishing peer-reviewed research, operating their own quantum fabrication labs, and actively working with enterprise partners to bring quantum into real-world use cases. And just recently, they signed a contract with a major US defense contractor to develop quantum-powered logistics systems for military applications. They're not trying to outmarket the big tech giants. They're focused on technical execution and making real scientific progress. This isn't a quantum cloud wrapper, it's a pure-play hardware company, and one of the very few public ones focused entirely on building quantum processors from the ground up. The company? It's Rigetti Computing, ticker symbol RGTI. Right now, the stock trades at around $10 per share, with a market cap of approximately $3 billion. Now let's be clear, this one's not for the faint of heart. It's an early stage bet, high volatility, high risk. But if they pull it off, the upside could be enormous. Think of this as the speculative moonshot in your quantum portfolio, tiny now, but the potential is real. Now for stock number 4, the algorithm kingmaker. Quantum hardware gets the headlines, but it's the software layer that unlocks the real-world value. And this company is doing both. They're building quantum processors and the algorithms that will run on them specifically for high-impact areas like drug discovery, material science, logistics optimization, financial modeling. They're already working with global enterprises like Hyundai, GE, and Airbus, helping them simulate complex systems that classical computers can't efficiently handle. And unlike most early-stage quantum startups, this company is revenue generating, actively shipping systems, and expanding access through major cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Their approach is full stack. They build the hardware and the application layer, positioning themselves as the NVIDIA plus CUDA of the quantum era. The company? It's IonQ, ticker symbol IONQ. Right now, the stock trades around $31 per share with a market cap just under $8 billion. This isn't a trillion-dollar behemoth yet. It's an aggressive early mover in a space that could be worth trillions over time. Higher risk than Microsoft, but also far more upside if they become the dominant quantum platform. If you're betting on the bridge between breakthrough hardware and real-world use cases, this is it. Now for stock number 5, the chip foundry hedge. Everyone talks about TSMC when it comes to chip manufacturing. But there's another company playing a completely different and arguably safer game. While the big dogs fight over bleeding-edge 3-nanometer chips, This company focuses on mature node manufacturing. We're talking 12 nanometer, 28 nanometer, and 45 nanometer chips, the kind used in automobiles, medical devices, industrial IoT, smart meters, and sensors. And here's the kicker. These chips are mission critical for the real economy. This company is also a geopolitical hedge, with fabs in the US, Germany, and France. That makes them one of the few foundries not overly dependent on Taiwan. They're profitable, steadily growing, and deeply embedded in global supply chains, with customers like Qualcomm, Bosch, and GM. The company? It's Global Foundries, ticker symbol GFS. Right now, the stock trades around $36 per share, with a market cap of about $20 billion. It's not a pure play quantum stock. But as quantum chips mature, this is the kind of foundry that could manufacture them at scale, safely, reliably, and domestically. Low hype, high utility, solid hedge. Now for stock number 6, the cold start advantage. Quantum computers don't just need fancy processors, they need to run at near absolute zero. That requires some of the most complex refrigeration and measurement systems ever built. This company builds exactly that. They specialize in cryogenic infrastructure, dilution refrigerators, and ultra-sensitive measurement equipment. Their technology is used in quantum research labs, advanced semiconductor R&D, fundamental physics experiments worldwide. Think of them as the plumbing and power grid of quantum hardware. They're already partnered with top universities and enterprise players, and as quantum scales, every new system needs their tech. The company, it's Blueforce, a private company right now, but likely to IPO within the next few years. If you're looking for a publicly traded proxy, Oxford Instruments OXIG.L, which we already covered, is the closest match, with a similar product suite and global reach. Once Blueforce goes public, it will instantly become one of the most important quantum infrastructure plays on the market. Now for stock number 7, the NVIDIA of quantum. Most companies are trying to build a quantum chip. This one is trying to build the entire quantum platform. They're the only commercial player offering both annealing and gate-based quantum systems, two very different approaches to solving problems classical computers can't touch. They've already launched quantum systems for optimization and machine learning, and they've made their platform available via Amazon Braket and other cloud providers. More importantly, they're building the full stack: hardware, software, developer tools, AI native quantum applications. This is what NVIDIA did with CUDA and GPUs, build the ecosystem, not just the chip. They're already working with Lockheed Martin, Volkswagen, and US government agencies on applied quantum use cases. The company? It's D-Wave Quantum, ticker symbol QBTS. Right now, the stock trades around $11 per share, with a market cap of roughly $3 billion. This is a high-risk, high-reward, pure play. Still in early stages, still unprofitable, but making real technical progress in one of the most complex spaces on Earth. If they become the quantum standard, this could be one of the most asymmetric bets in tech. So what do you do with all this? You're looking at a rare moment in history, one where an entirely new computing paradigm is being born right in front of us, and like every tech shift before it, the biggest winners are the ones who position early, hold long, and understand the infrastructure before it goes mainstream. I've made millions spotting these moments before the crowd, and quantum is shaping up to be the biggest one yet. So whether you want the safe play like Microsoft, the pure plays like IonQ and Rigetti, or the quiet infrastructure bets like Global Foundries and Oxford Instruments, the important thing is not to sit this one out. Let me know in the comments which of these quantum stocks you're most excited about. And if you made it to the end, comment quantum future so I know you're part of the early few who actually get it. I'll see you in the next one.